It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We got the Hawks at the Celtics.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Thrilled to be back in Boston. The Celtics ready for that home court advantage. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. They lost the season series last year, winning 1 and losing 2.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins is out there with Jackson. Then there's Measure. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard position.
And there's the first bucket of the evening.
Should be an interesting game. Both teams coming in ready to do battle.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Baseline try. No good on the shot. Wade with the defensive effort.
Dunker.
Atlanta on D.
And the Hawks in the last couple seasons with some roster turnover, established veterans departing, and now with Millsap leaving, they have embraced a complete rebuild.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. Walker with a clean look. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Now, here's Wade. Gordon. Collins grabs the miss. And the Hawks traded Howard and lost Paul Millsap in short time. So the rebuild, it would appear, is on for Atlanta.
And it seems like they feel good with how they've approached it. You know, you got to commit to turning things over and starting anew. And the Hawks have taken the first steps to building towards the future.
And that one is good.
You know, he's never been one to settle. D-Wade will go right at you.
Walker with it. Passes it to Collins. Feeds it to Jackson. Jackson, a screen on Johnson. And it's Walker penetrating. And got it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
And last season, I think, Greg, there was a time when Kemba Walker was playing basketball, you know, as well as any point guard in the NBA.
No doubt. I mean, not to say he's the best in our league, but he is certainly climbing up the list. You can't ignore his impact on this team. Has worked to improve each season he's been in the league.
And he's such a complete player, Kyle Lowry. He defends, shoots with range, creates for his teammates, and he is fearless attacking the lane.
And Beal kicks to Collins. Dishes it to Beal. Here's the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 6 points for Bradley Beal.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Lowry kicks to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Kyle Lowry with great vision and court awareness on that play. What a pass.
And Lowry, an excellent finisher, Smitty, for a player his height.
He'll post you up at the point guard position. What I really liked is he's worked on his mid-range game. And the shots behind the line, that's the strength of his right now.
Here's Lowry, following the bucket by the Hawks. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Jackson's got the ball, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Boston.
And Jackson with the quick first step there, when he's taken off towards the rim, he really does force the defense to have to try to foul it.
Second free throw, no good.
And one of the things that stands out about Josh Jackson out of Kansas, his playmaking ability at that forward position. For a guy 6'8", you can put the ball in his hands and let him create offense for you, much like a Draymond Green.
They get it back outside for Lowry. Wade outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside Gordon. Moves back up. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lowry's got 5. And Josh Jackson, Greg, out of Kansas, able to step into that point forward role well.
And in today's game, you can't have too many playmakers on the court at one time. Josh Jackson is Draymond Green 2.0. You know, a little bit better athlete,
Get that
can be a
out of here.
difference maker defensively,
Oh,
but
Lord,
also
am I getting knocked
has
off
that
this?
high IQ on the offensive side to make everybody better.
Yes, that goes in.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Hawks lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
No, right off the tip, it was an ambush, pushing the pace every chance they got.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks, Collins is out there with measuring. And there's Bradley Beal, and there's Jackson, and it's Walker in at the 1. Fires for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 9 points for Kemba Walker. Oh, so many we've talked about it. The growth of the game around the globe has really been something to see. How about among international players, guys that catch your eye?
Giannis, his name keeps coming up in all these conversations. Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford has been fantastic. Marc Gasol, Pau Gasol, Rudy Gobert. There's so many different names. These guys stand out, but I think the young guys is Giannis, Porzingis. Those are the guys I'm really looking at.
I'm a Dragic fan too. Goran Dragic is a guy I like though. He's a slasher. He's a guy that will drive.
He's been very solid.
Wade, good.
Wade's got a whole bag of tricks for finishing inside. Sometimes the floater is the right fit.
Beal against Wade. And Beal kicks to Walker. A three-pointer, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Lowry passes to Porzingis. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To the paint, deflects the pass, and taken away by
James
Johnson.
making up for his game downtown.
A floater, and it's good on the way in. Johnson's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Back to Walker. A 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Beal from long range. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Celtics have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter.
And watching Porzingis play, you forget how tall he really is in terms of how he moves. You know, not only how quick he is, but also that skill set. Incredible that a player his size won the skills competition in last year's All-Star festivities.
Collins dishes to Walker. He kicks to Beal. There's a good screen from outside the arc. Walker's shot is off.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
Johnson's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Jackson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, and the versatility of Jackson's game. He's a super confident kid who certainly has the potential to be a star.
And he ends up missing both free throws. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to Montreal.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answer.
Well, they still should have been more active on defense, giving those guys a run for their money.
And we're through the first half of basketball. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They found their rhythm in the second quarter and have to be feeling good here at the break, holding on to that 4-point lead.
Just from pure
So that'll do it for now.
I don't know if front court will be able to contain everything, because I know Jackson only has one bucket. Well, 1 point, actually.
Welcome back to Boston, the buildings of the financial district visible in all their glory. The Hawks trail by 4.
And the Celtics leadership, very pragmatic. IT and Crowder both beloved in Boston, but they didn't hesitate to move them to get better and younger at the same time.
They've got Lowry. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Gordon. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Johnson with a screen on Jackson. Screen by Porzingis. Here's Lowry. Up again. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Hawks.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this back court has kept them in the game. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And thinking about the Celtics' choice to get younger, perhaps a strategic move in response to the super team in Golden State, they want to construct their team to peak in a few years when the Warriors start to show a little chink in the armor moving forward.
Walker against Lowry. Collins a screen on Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Here's Johnson, and he makes in the lane. Now it's a 6-point Boston lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
I'm still capable of being
And Walker kicks to Collins. Back to Walker. Got it from 16 feet. Walker's got 11.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Wade passes to Porzingis. Gordon with the screen for Lowry. Gordon with a screen on Collins. Three-pointer, Lowry. The Celtics keeping it alive. Fresh 24. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And Walker kicks to measure it. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. They set the screen. Back to Walker. Lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Collins.
Fantastic position on that offensive board. Then right back up.
By 7, but they're only up
passes
4.
to Porzingis. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved. And you look back to that Big Three era in Boston, you know, the Celtics have not been shy about aggressively trading to reshape this roster. You know, they've made a rapid rebuild that's really the envy of a lot of teams around our league.
Pass to Porzingis, and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And looking now at the numbers for Johnson, a very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his.
I don't know about winning plays.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Stolen by Wade. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. He dishes it to Lowry. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
When he gets into the lane, Kyle Lowry is so hard to predict, which is why he'll get to the line so often.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both. And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 11. And here is Beal. 9 points in the game so far. There's the pick. 5 on the clock. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Walker's got 13.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
And so it's the Boston Celtics in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Be more committed in the paint. Go block.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. Celtics leading by 9. On the court for Atlanta. Kemba Walker is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Collins. Then there's Measure. And it's Jackson in at the 3. And yes, it's good. Porzingis has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics. Well, the NBA can be a superstitious place at times, Steve, with all the quirks and characters in the league. And you played. What was the strangest game day ritual that you ever saw?
I think Harold Miner. He touched everything with his nose. His gym shoes, his wristbands, the basketballs at the free throw line, and everybody.
Yes. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Kemba Walker.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Gordon with a screen on Walker. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Stolen by Walker. Fast break for Hawks.
Offensively, though, it's Gordon getting most.
And he lays that one in. Walker's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks.
Yeah, well, I mean, once he gets the ball, it's just off to the races.
And you have to like the punctuation at the end of it.
Great
individual play.
Don't even
Gordon a screen. Lowry dishes to Gordon. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock.
James Johnson deep 3.
Got it. Good job in the low.
Well then.
And the Celtics lead by 10.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think
Blow
the
out
losing
benches,
team would be
win.
playing harder.
Bring on the bench scrum.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
And Beal kicks to Walker. Off target with his 3. Celtics leading by 10. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Lowry passes to Wade. Shoots over Walker. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 9th assist in the game now. Wade against Beal. Left side Walker. Releases. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Boston.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
There's 37 seconds left in the game. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
About pensions.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
We want Fitty.
Now Brooks. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and
all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
Gordon out there put on a clinic. 24 and 33. KP with 45 and 18. James Johnson unbusting. 30 and 12. Dwayne Wade does it all except for a block. Kyle Lowry with that 27 assist game. Ooh. And the 2 pretty dunks from Gordon as well. Kemba and Beal dropped 54 and 33 apiece. John Collins almost had a triple-double. Josh Jackson with a slightly better than Kevin Love stat line. Maybe he really is Draymond. Your bench, you got Mahinmi, Waiters, Miles, Brooks, Dinwiddie, Noah, Solinger, Kilpatrick. Because we're playing 4-minute quarters instead of 12, basically every stat should technically be multiplied by 3. So Celtics really didn't make a single 3-pointer in that game, but they literally just lit up the paint. They were on fire. They were really on fire there. Let's see, it's 12:30. Don't have to get ready for work for another hour and a half. I might play a couple more.